Alright, so again, just a quick recap. TPG Try Harder 3v3 tournament. Grand champions, the Woblin Wibblers. Second place, Nudist to Beach. And third place goes to Midwestern Blasphemy. Congratulations to all three teams. You'll be receiving your MC rewards in relatively short order, as soon as we notify Tiggs. I'd like to give a big thanks for everyone, or rather to everyone, for participating today. I know it was a bit of a long day. Believe you me, we felt it. Having to sit and chat with people like Zatius and Scrublean and Third Eye for hours. It's difficult, but we've managed. You're welcome. And we'll be holding more of these tournaments down the line. Now, it would be nice if we could pull in some of the winning team for interviews. But at the very least, we do have Counter Logic Man, who wanted to say some things about stuff, I guess.
Hello. I am Counter Logic Man.
He's already here.
He's already here. He's been creeping the whole time.
Been watching, waiting, biding my time.
How did you find the tournament? This was your friend's first week of playing Hawken? What did you think of it?
Oh yeah, it was, my whole goal with making the team was to prove that players can join TPG at any skill level, especially TPG Cups, and I think it went really well. We did get knocked out in first round, but we played really well against two teams that actually made it kind of far.
Yeah, I have to say, you actually you came quite close against Midwestern Blasphemy.
Yeah. So I was really impressed with Speedy's play, and on top of that, he got to win 50,000 HC, which was really nice.
That's right.
Because we did burn through all of his money when he figured out that we needed to put him in a C class.
He did do a very good job. I saw him on Sharpshooter there doing quite well.
Yeah. I was impressed. I'll definitely pass it on to him that he did really well. And yeah, so anyone out there that has friends that don't want to play TPG because they don't think they're good enough, that's horseshit. They should sign up anyway. It's open to all skill levels. And I think the tournament went really well. It ran really smoothly. A lot more smoothly than some of the seasons went.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to be fair, it is difficult, and I realize this from an admin standpoint and from a team captain standpoint. It is difficult getting 6 people on the same evening, on a regular basis.
Oh yeah.
So I did appreciate the work that all the team captains put in the last season. But I think we will be a little more strict with time and scheduling for Season 4, just in the interest of moving things along.
That would be very appreciated. And, thank you to Nept, everyone, for keeping TPG Hawken together, and also a big shout out to Crafty Dust for playing a big role in that as well. Been really great having you guys lead us to victory every season.
That's what we're here for.
And yeah, a big thank you, as you guys said before, to the Hawken devs for helping set up the prize pools and offering to put in the shirts and the MC and facilitate the HC transfers and all the servers. And big shout out to Ashfire for helping us through all the server and scrimbot issues.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Ashfire's scrimbot, without his work, we wouldn't have the spectator thing working for us.
We wouldn't know our MMR.
Yeah, exactly. That we wouldn't have something to debate on the forums, every week.
Zacia still wouldn't have won anything in his life.
All of these things. And then, of course, as I mentioned earlier, I was really surprised when we got in contact with Josh and Tiggs and they threw those private servers up for us so quickly after Adhesive had gone under. Without them, there's no way TPG3 would have happened, and we would have withered on the vine there.
And of course, thank you to our shoutcasting team for being here for 7 hours now?
7 hours, 40 minutes.
Almost 8.
Yeah, good shit, guys. Really, really awesome. Hopefully in the future, we'll be able to have you guys back to do some more shoutcasting for future events, and hopefully eventually we'll get a more fleshed out spectator mode, make it a little bit more easy to get the information that everyone's interested in.
I'm going to continue the tradition of correcting the grammar of my friends as well as my enemies, quote unquote, and mention that it is fleshed out, not flushed
Okay.
out. You flush out a system. Xatius is mom. And
Yeah.
We're
flesh
snapped.
out an idea or a skeleton. Anyway, you're welcome.
Yeah, that's all I got as far as shout outs and things, stuff like that. There will be a TBG Hawken YouTube account soon, trademark, and the highlights will go up on that. In the meantime, there will be highlights made of the matches from today.
Omni is also, which I won't be doing, Omni is also planning to upload several of their end season matches from perhaps the last couple seasons, and so we might upload to those to the TPD YouTube channel as well. So if you do have a team, and actually, before I slip my mind, we'll be starting TPG season 4. We don't know when exactly, because we may be waiting to see if they pump out any content. I would rather avoid having to change the rules mid-season, but again, that's in the works. We'll see what happens. But if you're interested in competing, if you have several friends, just get together, pull together a team. A lot of people in the Hawken community are willing to help you out, especially in the Hawken community TeamSpeak. They'll help you out. They'll give you a few pointers on setting up a team. Really not that hard, just some basic organizational skills. And we do have a couple conferences, so that skill levels are a little bit more evenly distributed. So when it does happen, it should be fun. And in the interim, we'll be running these cups just to get people interested again.
And for anyone today who has footage of their games that is watchable, all right, we don't want your 240p resolution videos, but if you have some videos you'd like to upload showcasing, how well you played during today's tournament, then upload it to YouTube, highlight it on Twitch, or wherever. There'll be a space on the forum for you to show everyone that and share it, so we can have a big repository of awesome PG Cup action. Show how MLG you are.
Excellent.
Anyone have anything else to add?
Any
It was
moments
fun.
that stood out today to you guys?
I don't know. When we played the Merle Boring clips, I was so happy.
God.
That was a highlight for me. That will have to be highlighted, I think, Counter.
Yeah, that'll happen.
I
I
did
mean,
actually like... No, go ahead, Ella.
Oh, I was just gonna say that there was that. I think it's Prosk. It's the one that's got the big elevated highway that goes down the middle.
Oh, I
Might
think that
be
was Frontline. Yeah.
But Prosk has one
No.
too. Prosk
No,
is
I'm
green.
talking about Prosk actually.
Okay.
And I think it must have been the Wimps, and it was either News Beach or Midwestern Blasphemy, but there were like 5 or 6 times where Go-Kart was down to like 10 health and managed to get away just by boosting away with that scout, and the other team couldn't successfully chase him. It was just hilariously fun to watch.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Yep.
There's a moment on the last round too. A couple good skirmishes on that Uptown map. Surprisingly, as terrible as that map is. For the love of God, redo Uptown. If anyone with mapping abilities gets on the team and is listening to this, redo Uptown.
Well, for me, it was in that last set of the evening on Bazaar, where I think it was Ganja Man and the Berserker. Ganja Man was the Berserker, right? On Bazaar.
That's right.
He came in behind Cluster, who everyone thought was dead right in that moment. Ganja was right on him, F button popped, and everything. Somehow, Cluster gets away, pauses his boost just for a second to drop the shield inside the AA, gets to the other side of it without the shield breaking and dying, and then Zyphos, I think it was, either Zyphos or BK Cat, EMP'd the shield
Yeah.
as Ganja went through it. And then not only did that allow Cluster to disengage, but then they turned around the kill on Ganja. I thought that was a really sick.
Yeah, that was a really nice combination.
That also trolling Crafty does with my blockade on Bunker, that also stood out.
That was also a good moment. I think I may have... No, I think I caught that actually. That was the first game, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have to get that highlighted too. Yeah, I do hope that the stream made it clear that these types of little tournaments are quite accessible, and if you just throw together, and a lot of teams did, they just threw together a few players and ended up doing quite well, surprisingly well, a lot of them, and hopefully had a good time. Very easy to do. 6 players requires a little more commitment for a season, but three people for a day, anyone can manage that.
I scraped together a team of real life friends in about a week. Came here today, competed.
Of course,
And,
we're always going to try to
yeah.
have. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna throw in that one of them dropped out last minute, and good thing about the Hawken community is it's really inclusive. Everyone's willing to help out, so I was able to find a sub last minute to help out. So shout out to Elemental for that. But
Yeah, absolutely.
don't get discouraged if people drop out last minute. Just get out there on the forums, get out there on the Hawken TS, look around for people.
Even Santa's team had to drop out last minute, but Santa managed to, find a place with, who was it again? Team Faltahama after mid dropped out and won a match or two with them.
Yep. So don't get discouraged if people start dropping out. And like Nep said, just put some teams together.
And we will continue to have, these raffle prizes and participation prizes for teams that, don't place within the top 3.
Yep.
We were considering raffling off like a night with Zacius.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
The only thing that might get turned down more than the credits.
Mm-hmm.
Be a
Or it
very
could be like
salty
a
night.
night in Zacius with a night with Salty Zacius and Hawken where he just yells at you.
Get the
For-
full
The
fuck
Omni
are you
experience.
doing?
8 hour, yeah.
The fuck are you
blind?
doing?
Are you fucking blind? You need to get that on soundbite. Are the winners still in the Hawken team speak? Because we could quickly jump over there and have a quick interview.
Cluster and Zyphos are.
They want to do a quick interview?
Let me check with them.
Alright, Zacius, you have the community team speak info, right?
Yes.
Alright, join that.
They said yes.
I think
Okay.
so. Actually, post it for me real quick, just to be sure.
Alright, 1 second.
I think I might skedaddle at this point.
Alright, Ella, much appreciated.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
It was a good time.
Some good insights.
Oh,
about the
yeah.
Meta.
I mean, I've got all that Hawken knowledge that I got to apply, so.
A vast repository.
I know things like light mechs are more fast than the big mechs.
Mm-hmm.
And
We saw that come into play several times today.
We did. It was a key part of a lot of matches.
You also learn things like a bad idea to play without a sharpshooter on Bazaar.
Yeah. Yeah, very bad, as it turns out. statistically unlikely to win in that case.
I think it's counterable without a sharpshooter. You just
I
gotta be
think
really
so
crafty
too, but you're
with
at a huge
infiltrators.
disadvantage, and perhaps an even larger disadvantage with a small number of people.
You gotta dictate where the fights happen.
Alright, let's head over.
All right, Ella. We'll see you shortly.
Disconnected. Connected. You were moved. User was moved to your channel. User was moved to your channel. User was moved to your channel. User joined your channel.
All right, Scrublets. Got an interview.
All right.
Cluster Bomb Man and Zyphos, 2 members of the Wobbling Wimp Wibblers.
Wimp Wibblers.
Wibblers indeed.
Interesting name.
Yep, indeed.
Now, what did you guys think of the tournament? First question. Long.
Yes, it was
That too.
extremely
Um,
long, but I had some fun with it.
It was fun. It was exciting. It was something new.
I personally haven't done something like this. The only thing I've done personally is just the last season of TBG, and for
Right.
something like this happening, Crushinator, which was the team that I was on, is pretty much, I think, dead. So I was really desperate to find something else to do. So then I found this, so I'm really excited that this happened.
Yeah, congratulations. You guys played very well throughout and
Oh, yeah.
Kept your cool with some very tight matches there.
Oh yeah.
Very intense.
Yeah, thanks. I've got sometimes I've really got big issues with being self-doubted in my abilities, but I'm really glad the other two, BK and Cluster, were able to pull through and help me out and just help each other out.
No, I think the 3 of you were definitely all solid. I didn't see any weak links there at all.
So
Awesome.
speaking of BK Cat, he was not originally a member of Wobbling Wimp Wibblers.
No.
Can you guys
User
talk about
joined your
how that came to be?
Like the day before, Chipman just texts me and goes like, "Hey, I got it. I'm going to something tomorrow on a flight." And I'm like, "Darn it! Gotta quick text Zyphos, see if we can get BK in here." Cause he wanted BK in the team before we got Chipman, but then Chipman joined first, so BK was a sub until then.
Yeah, exactly. I originally wanted BK in because I really enjoyed playing with him, and he was really down for doing anything that involved either the Cluster or me. So once Chipman went down, I'm like, perfect time! And then BK was able to pull through. Although I'm kind of sad Chipman didn't make it, but still, it was great that we got BK in.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to have friends to join these sorts of events with. That's one of the reasons that Omni's dropped out of Hawken recently, because we all hate each other. And it's difficult to spend time together when you're... I mean, you saw the video, right, Satius?
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
how are you gonna... You know?
You just can't. It's not possible.
Mm.
Yeah, just screwed your friend over in Call of Duty. How
Yep.
dare you?
Exactly. That's...
Just how dare you?
Yeah, that's...
Yeah,
But
I
I mean,
mean, it
there
kind
it
of
is,
even
God.
made teams you play against even more angry at each other too. Like it's kind of just like a toxic effect.
It's a toxic effect, yeah. The high-tier cabal.
So that was a funny video, man. That was utterly hilarious.
But I mean, this is a great example. A team of friends just joins, kind of a last-minute scramble. I mean, obviously they're all very strong Hawken players, but at the same time, just thrown together. And we have a lot of players in the community who have put a lot of hours into Hawken, and could easily just grab a couple friends and hop into these events and
Oh.
perform just as well.
User joined your channel.
Absolutely. When it comes to
Any-
stuff... Oh, sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead, Zyphos.
When it comes to situations like this, especially this type of tourney, it's not about how good you are individually. No matter what happens, especially for this tournament in general, team play is the big factor. I don't care how good you are by yourself. If you don't got friends backing yourself up, you're just going to get slaughtered.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Teamwork.
Yeah.
The power
I
of
mean, we
friendship,
saw
one
that.
would say.
Okay, but we don't have to be
Higher
that
powers
lame.
combined.
But I mean, we saw that with the various games the Wimps played against Nudist to Beach. Again, very close matches as a whole, and Nudist to Beach taking a couple maps
Oh, yeah.
And it really seemed to be whoever's strategy and teamwork coalesced for that particular round.
Yeah,
Yeah, they seemed a bit more prepared for like some of the maps than we did, so didn't end too well for us in a couple of those games.
Right.
We were
And it-
laughing about that, the first one on records. We were like, you should have just turtle moded and under the thing on that orb, you might have lived.
oh,
That
yeah.
last kill.
Speaking of strategies, did the Wobbling Whipplers have any overarching strategy that you guys were relying on throughout the tournament?
The only thing
Mostly backing each other up and like rotating around.
that's literally it. That's all it is. It's just hopefully that we can be able to work well together, because both Cluster I, BK especially, all of us have a really good chance of working together cohesively. So we're like, let's just let just our raw potential just work well together, and hopefully we'll see what happens.
You just try not to get caught with your
User
pants
left
down
your
and not get
channel.
caught up in a corner.
With the butt satisfier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a dangerous situation.
Very, very scary.
Now, Cluster, the really hard-hitting question. Is there any mech that you're not god tier at?
I want to know this answer.
What the heck? I'm only good with a few mechs, dude. If I were to name one that I'm really bad at, it'd be tech.
It's a good mech to be bad at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well answered. So are you guys planning on participating in the next tournament or even season 4? I don't know what your
Yes.
team layouts are at the moment, but
I think Cluster and I are still in Axe Attack, and I think we're going to be doing TPG 4, but anything else that involves TPG, I think we're interested in.
awesome.
Yeah, we picked up Zyphos for Axe Attack. Really excited about that. I think our roster's going to be really strong for season 4. Unfortunately, had to let Exploit go due to scheduling conflicts, but I think we picked up another really strong player. Really happy with Zyphos'
R.I.P.
performance this tournament.
Sharpshooter.
His personality, I think, goes really well with our team, so really excited to have him.
Awesome. That's always important. Again, if you're not careful, you end up with someone like Zacius.
Although
Right.
we still could do well without him.
Yeah. Just like Zacius. Oh, no.
Oh, Zacius. Now, is there anything you'd like to see change in these cup formats? Anything you didn't like about this particular cup?
I did not like Uptown. As soon as I saw all the C classes, that I just didn't like it anymore.
Why did we do that? I don't know.
It was then the cluster realized he had made a terrible mistake.
That was
Yeah.
that entire game was just funny. Although I was really irritated because I thought we were having reg issues, but I was just irritated. But that was just a funny match.
Who was it that suggested that map?
Everyone.
I think it was. It may have been the Thought Satisfier.
I think
or
Bud
Tim.
Satisfier started and then everyone agreed.
Yep.
Of course, the Butt Satisfier would go for Uptown.
Yeah.
He's always trying to break the rules. He's so edgy.
Going up
Not
things,
downtown,
edge
but
lord.
uptown.
going up things that you're not supposed to, like butts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing
What about
those rules are different.
mutators? Would you like any changes made? Any specific rules, like met compositions, or
Did you like the no radar, for example, like things
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
No radar was freaking fun.
Yeah, it's fun. I can like blitz around all I want without anyone knowing.
Yeah, and it really kept you on your toes too.
Yeah, I think it
Makes it
really
easier to
highlights the
flank.
coordination.
I think it did for us actually. No radar was freaking.
It really
sweet.
just makes G2 Raider a bit more scary. You
Oh
don't see
yeah.
it on the minimap.
Oh yeah, frickin' that turkey will fuck your shit in an instant if you don't have radar.
Well, we'll put up some polls or some feedback threads and see what people thought.
Yeah.
Invite you guys to contribute to those if you're bored, feel like writing something, and we'll try to get another tournament going, within relatively short order.
Although I
That's
think the ending of the next tournament should have Zacius and Merle 1v1ing in Scout.
Or assault to see who gets the most points.
Well, to be fair, last time that happened, I did beat
Not
him.
embarrassed.
See, that's the thing. Actually, I'm not even gonna go into it right now. I don't even
Just leave it to the soundboard, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was a good soundboard ambush.
it was.
Virtually went ham at it.
Classic ambush interview. You even set him up for the question.
I wasn't expecting that soundboard thing either. I'm like, wait, how did? Oh my
Neither
God,
was he.
This is gold.
Boring. Really boring. So boring.
Yes.
There needs to be a show match of some kind too, just something real fun, like I don't know, all G2 assaults versus all G2 raiders or something. I don't know.
Merle probably would have done better if he didn't choose the more boring brawler mech.
Oh yeah.
Get the G2 exception match in
Yeah.
by popular demand.
But yeah, overall, we think that I shouldn't be really talking for Cluster. I thought this entire tournament went out pretty great. I mean, yeah, it took like a century to finish up, but I think everything was pretty good the way that it is.
Yep. Definitely didn't waste 8 hours of my life.
Oh yeah, this was worth it.
Oh, one tip before we wrap this up. Zyphos, your thrusters do not match your Mexican.
Oh yeah, they're
I
golden.
knew this was gonna happen.
They're golden, Zyphos. You better change
They're gold and they're blue. You've got like pink and a seafoam green. I see what you're going for with the exhaust stream color matching, but it just doesn't work.
So how ugly is my scout?
Oh yeah.
Not as ugly as Heastone's.
Alright. But the uglier it is, the better.
User disconnected from your channel.
I will put my mech situation for thrusters as a thought, but nah.
We're gonna have to handle this before Axe-Tech starts season 4. We're gonna need to get you a Nemesis chassis.
Yeah, you better put that
Okay.
on. You're kicked.
You invest in some black and red camo and Nemesis chassis with that
Although
MC
I
you
always
just
go
got.
rainbow with it,
Yeah, I can do that.
to screw counter.
I will make a couple of trail
I'll have the Nemesis chassis, but I won't care for the red and black.
I'll definitely make a couple trail next for that.
What I had to put up with, Nep?
It's unfortunate. It's not as bad as having to put up with Scrumptious.
Mhm.
He was so bad when we first, when so bad, like raging asshole. Like it was
Control
Sounds like
bursts.
Zyphos.
Sounds like me.
That's why when I recruit players, I make sure that they're all chill, because then that reduces my rage. I'm the rage player on our team.
No way. No way. If this was like literally a couple years ago, you'd be eating your words. I was horrible, but that's a whole different story.
Maybe Ellie should have invited Zyphos instead of me onto Axe-Attack.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm sure he would have excited it up.
Probably, I don't know.
Glad we've gotten to see Cluster Bomberman grow up before our eyes in TPG.
He's now 15, 16.
Minus
those
1.
numbers? 14.
15.
15. Okay. Congratulations. All grown up.
And a walking
Whoa.
genocidal machine on Hawken.
Scoot, scoot.
Uncanny. We need to get this kid into some ESL sanctioned FPSs so we can,
You can always
start
hop
making
into
some money
UT
for
practice
Hawken.
with us.
Feed him Mountain Dew and Doritos, and he
See
what
what helps you.
Just
Oh,
yeah,
enter
the
Cluster
Mountain
Bomberman
Dew.
into MLG and ESL competitions, and that's how we'll fund Hawken.
I think if you want to get him to MLG and ESL, you might have to make him go console.
Oh.
No PC meta.
Don't worry, they got USB, so we'll give him a mouse and a keyboard, no problem.
I don't
Heck
think
yeah.
that's how they work, unfortunately.
That's how it works to me, damn it!
Do they test for Mountain Dew?
They might start.
I'm gonna be so MOG, they'll have to test my blood and it'll be 70% Mountain Dew.
Alright, gentlemen, we're going to wrap this up before Scrub Lean makes another Pillow Talk comment. So, thank you very much for participating today. Congratulations again.
Yeah, thanks for putting this together.
Awesome.
This was amazing.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. and we will see you on the upside. What do people say? Whatever. See
On
you later.
Uptown.
Uptown.
On Uptown.
On
the
Uptown.
We will never see
We'll
that
be
map
in the
again
library.
because it's being banned again.
All right.
Alright, I next time we won't choose this.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to start a hashtag for Uptown. Hashtag jump pads for Uptown.
There should be a
Hashtag
rule.
delete Uptown.
There should be a rule. Next time we play Uptown, everyone has to go pred.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Yeah, that'll be our next tournament. All right, guys, take it easy. I'm
Catch
gonna
you later.
hop back over to my recluse Omniscient Gaming.
Yep. Thanks for
Congrats.
having us. Thanks for having
no
us again.
worries.
Yeah,
My
thanks for
pleasure.
participating. It was
User
fun.
disconnected from your channel. Disconnected.